Joining me in the studio today are both Mark Burnett and Roma Downey. I don't know how we got them, but here they are. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming. I would never appear on TV with my wife.
Why is that?
Because she wouldn't want to appear on TV. She'd feel uncomfortable. But you seem very comfortable. Are you comfortable? Have you been in front of the cameras before?
Just a few times.
A few times? Because you're a natural. Most people, and I'm one of them, probably don't know how you met or when you met.
I was having a manicure, pedicure.
Right.
And my husband was having a haircut.
Really?
In the same...
In one of those frou-frou salons, Mark? Really?
That's right. Yeah, I live in Los Angeles. What can I say?
I picture you going into Rocco's barbershop. We'll edit that out. Okay, so you literally met.
Yeah, our eyes met in the mirror. And my husband left first. And when I was leaving and paying, I asked the receptionist who he was, and she said, "Oh, it's funny you should ask who he is, because he just asked me who you were." And I said, did he know?
Well, we know why he asked that, because you're a beautiful woman. Why in the world did you want to know who this guy was?
Oh,
that's what I keep wondering.
Isn't that incredible?
Honestly, I scored.
It's extraordinary.
Did I score or what?
I think you may have.
I married Roma Downey.
She
took pity on me.
You may have, yeah. Well, anyway, it's just one of these eternally, perennially sweet things to see a couple that obviously loves each other and gets along. But I mean, the idea of collaborating on something as monumental as this Bible mini-series that you did. Whose idea was this? Which of you had that idea?
Roma brought it up first. We'd seen the idea for a documentary which was about the Bible, which was really looking for what was wrong with the Bible and how to disprove
That's
the Bible.
Normally what they're looking for.
I just thought, why would anybody waste their time and energy doing this? And then, the more I thought about it and sat with it, I thought, well, why wouldn't you just make the story of the Bible? No one had ever done that. No one had attempted to tell the story from Genesis through Revelation as a TV series. So we talked about that and we prayed about it and we decided that we would do that.
Both of you been people of faith your whole lives. Is this something new? Is this something that you dragged him into? How did this happen?
Well, I have been of faith my whole life, and for many years I had played an angel on Touched by an Angel.
I don't know anything about that.
And felt privileged to deliver a message of God's love on a weekly basis. And so this was an opportunity to bring the Bible to the screen. And the arcing theme that we wanted to make sure that people felt was that it was a love story, because really it is the greatest love story that ever was.
You should get her to help you pitch this or promote this. She's very good.
It's not a bad idea.
In all seriousness,
but I think also say to you,
a love story. Oh.
Yeah, and we've both grown up with the Bible, but certainly for myself, the last 5 years or so, we've been swimming in an ocean of the Bible and God and love and Jesus every day while making the series and the movie Son of God. And so, for me personally, I started to think more of the Bible as a love story than a rule book that's kind of yelling at me that if I made a mistake, a lightning bolt is about to hit me.
What is your sense of the reception of this in Hollywood, or just generally speaking?
Well, I think that our experience has been very positive. I think that there are a lot more people of faith in our community than you might imagine. And I feel that we have been lifted up as we have moved around when we were out promoting the Bible series and the movie Son of God, of people really being grateful that we made the movie, that we got off the couch and heard the call and took action and worked together to accomplish this, that it is touching people's lives, and it has encouraged a bigger conversation around the water cooler and around the kitchen table within families, that people are talking about faith, they're talking about God, they're talking about Jesus. And Mark and I have been very encouraged by that.
Clearly there's a huge audience for it. I mean...
Huge. And what you saw, an example on The Voice, one of our shows, the Bible comes out, at least 50 people come to me privately just to say, thank you. thank you so much for telling the story of the Bible. Now, these are people I would never have known were Christians and that went to church.
Yeah.
Because you just don't ask people those questions in Hollywood, like you said in New York.
That's the problem.
So what's
Everybody is
happened
afraid to talk about it.
You know, the Bible series, and more importantly, the movie Son of God. It's on the big screen. It's a standalone story of the story of Jesus. It really is a great conversation starter. It's almost like giving people permission to start conversations about it, which maybe that was the whole purpose that Roma and I felt the calling to do this.
Yeah. You know, here was an opportunity to really, for a whole generation of young people, also for kids. We have teenagers at home, you know, that gives them, they learn through visual storytelling. And to be able to anchor the Gospels in, you know, in a film, then go back in to take that information back into reading Scripture, back in when you go to church. It brings an aliveness.
Yeah. Hollywood has told this story over and over, not so much recently. Of course, we had the Mel Gibson version. How did you find your way in artistically? What was your goal?
Well,
you know, who is this Jesus?
Well, for the whole story, first of all, you have to realize the disciples, they were following a charismatic leader who later they realized was the Son of God.
Yeah.
But imagine the fear. Everywhere they're going, there's controversy, and the controversy grows and grows and grows. And we cut across that with the other two elements of the story, which are the temple authorities and the Romans, who are just so fed up with all these Jewish people. I mean, the disciples and Jesus are Jews, and the Romans just want everybody to behave and collect taxes. So there's a triangular drama going on. It's very, very tense.
Yeah.
And the only figure in the entire movie who knows what's happening is Jesus.
I have to say, I'm just so grateful that you're both here, but more grateful, really, that you were willing to step out, tell this great story, just because I think it is the greatest story ever told. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.